welcome and thank you for coming. And I think we got some good information for you guys tonight. Later on, it may not be tonight, but I was just going to tell you Gainesville's very own, the Swamp's very own, King Shibe will be joining possibly tonight, maybe not tonight, we'll see. But right now I'm going to contact Pat, long-time Gator, tons of Gator knowledge, and Pat?
Yeah, this Pat.
What's up, bro?
Not much. You on the radio?
We are live. We are
On
live.
Facebook Live?
We are on the Facebook Live, my friend.
I got you.
So anyway, how you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing good. Watching the Gators.
That's awesome. Keep me updated on that because I thought it was halftime, or is?
Well, yeah, it's halftime, but I got it on mute. So
Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me know how that goes. But we had a big day today for the Florida Gators.
Sure did.
Yep, it's exciting times. So right now, Florida Gator basketball, 9-5 versus the 13-1 Bulldogs, ranked number 18. Who would have ever guessed that was going to happen?
Hey, you never know. I mean, I figured we'd have a few setbacks this year, but I didn't know that court was going to be, towards the bottom of the SEC. So, the front court, they still got things to work out too, but that's, if it wasn't for the front court, it would definitely be doing way worse.
Right. No, I agree. So, but hey, I mean, things are starting to shape up if we can win this game. So.
But you want to talk football, though, right?
Exactly. It's always football here. So, but I mean, I do love keeping up with the basketball. But like I said, it is. We got to get on to some football talk. So, 41-40 at the half right now. I just wanted to mention that. That's pretty cool that the Gators are up, and hopefully that can, get the season moving in a better direction. So, real quick, just want to go ahead and get right into the meat of everything. Jadan Baugh back on for the Florida Gators. How do you feel about that, my friend?
I mean, it's definitely exciting. He left us all with our phones, randomly throughout the day, waiting on good news or bad news. So we're just, as a fan, I'm just happy it's good news. But he kind of, if it was a planned thing, I don't think it was, but it definitely seemed, a little orchestrated. The announcement of the coaches and all the portal commitments, and it's just been one thing after, good news.
Right.
After another.
No, yeah.
All about the coaches, but they just announced them all today. So.
Right, yeah, that was big today. Phil was announced, Foster and Hardman, Bam. I like Bam. He was caught at Spurrier's restaurant the other day, and that's kind of been, I thought that was pretty cool because we went there together. So.
Oh yeah.
So.
That was definitely good.
And as we're speaking right now, Jaden Woods is currently meeting with Florida, so I pray we can retain him as well.
Yeah, that's another one that's been a little kind of I don't want to say dramatic because I don't want to give these kids being called drama queens, but pretty much they had to fly out to meet with him too. So hopefully if every time they get on a plane and fly out, we come back with them,
Yeah.
Like they did all year. So I feel decent about it,
Yeah.
But if he leaves, the only thing that sucks about is if he doesn't come back into the fold, it's we missed out on really cheap on Trick, you get that for that committed to Texas Tech today.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how he would have turned out in the SEC going from, what's it called, Miami, Ohio University or whatever. I think that's where he's from.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on.
Oh no, I just got a lot of people that are super excited about trying to keep Woods, and it's a good thing. So Jadan Baugh, he was, and I just wanted to mention to the people that are watching that we're going to try to keep the show a little shorter today than I normally do, because I'm trying to get back to watching the basketball game and things like that, and um, basically I just wanted to throw that out there. I mean, I might miss some of the third quarter, but hey, it's gotta, this had to be done. So Jadan Ball, reported $1+ million deal. You know, it's funny because you've already got fans online that are react. They want players retained, but then they react to the price. That part's kind of a little odd.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody was saying he was getting $1.5 million offer that, you know, Florida came close to matching, or they eventually matched, or then he was like they were just going to up it to $2 million. You hear all these reports, you don't know what's true. A lot of times, So I mean, but to me, if it's a good possibility that he might have signed for a little less just to come back to Florida. But to me, I mean, you know, I don't, I'm not seeing these offer sheets, in person or no, so you just go by what you hear on the good old internet. So
Right. Yeah, that's all we, can do sometimes because, nowadays the lawyers and the agents, they have this all locked up, so good that it's hard to, get information like you could, before the kids were making all this money. But now everything's so serious. So,
yeah,
and, last week I did a show and I just want to correct it. I kept butchering Aaron Philo, is what I kept calling him, Philo, but it's Philo. And, you know, it looks like he is signed, and it looks like, there may be a quarterback battle. I'm hoping that instead of offensive coordinator Faulkner just running with his guy, that, Tramel Jones does get a good chance to, really battle it, because I feel like if he does get a chance to battle, I feel like he's going to be right there in it. The only advantage, I guess, for Philo at the moment is he knows the offensive scheme better.
yeah. I mean, to me, I mean, they both seem pretty mobile, but like to me, I mean, Jones, he flashes in like spring game, and then like basically. The Kentucky game was like a little tough, to measure him on, because it's like the first SEC game they played in, and when you're taking over from somebody that's not playing that well, I mean, I don't know, it could go one or two ways, but to me, I mean, it's like the jury's still out on Jones. I mean, as well as Philo too.
Right.
Did I say it correctly?
No, you did. Yeah.
But like the jury's out on both of them, because I mean, there's not a lot of playing time, not a lot of tape, unless you go to high school, So I mean, so it should be an even battle, But I mean, obviously, like you said, I mean, the OC, brought you in from, it's like you kind of feel like you got a leg up in the competition, but because you're kind of his guy, but we'll see how.
Yeah, no, you're right. So, the thing I've, just worried about, or I know basically me and you, I know we're both loyal people and things like that. And that's just something I've thought about, like I just want it to be a fair thing, because Jones has, stuck it out as a Gator. He sat behind DJ when, there was times that he probably should have played. And it just would suck for him to come in, and get comfortable and everything, and then Philo comes in and just they don't really give him I don't really want to accuse the coaching staff of anything, but I'm just saying that I would just hope that Faulkner would be really going to give him a real fair chance, because some say that might be the reason the other quarterback left. And I'm not even going to bring up the name now because I've brought it up so much, people are tired of it. So that's all,
Also, something I'll up, about you talking about DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought it basically. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the report, but
I guess I didn't.
Basically saying like, what's his thoughts on DJ leaving? And basically said he wishes him the best. I'm not a good verbatim guy, but he said like, he had another quarterback leave, and he wishes them the best, but unless we play them, and
Yeah.
we've seen how that turned out with the last quarterback,
Right.
Left for Duke,
Right.
So, I mean, it's like, to me, I mean, I don't know, I mean, if he transfers to Florida State, that is what it is. Like, I mean, it's good for Florida State because, I mean, if like we're in desperate need of a quarterback, I mean, who wouldn't want to? He's just broke because of, it's easy to say, like, I mean, I think DJ is gonna, go somewhere and do good. I mean, like, he just like had Billy's system, but also like, it's like he didn't have an off season, but he also is he capable, like, like Frank's to bring up? It's like, does he have it between
the ears?
The ears?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, because I've met the kid, and I don't know, we didn't have, it was a very short conversation, like, or just, and, just, I don't know if he just always gave me that deer in the headlights look, kind of like, even on the sidelines.
Yeah.
When I'm watching the game, it's like, like, sometimes the lack of emotion, or it feels forced emotion,
Yeah.
Like, so I wish him the best. I mean, we need to quit talking about that kid.
Yeah, I mean,
because wherever he goes, he's Gator Bait if we play him.
Exactly,
and wish him the best if we don't play him.
Well, there's two places that he can.
Unless he goes to Florida State.
Well, there's two places that I will not. I will disown him, and I might even drive to, if he goes to, and that's Florida State and Miami. But like you said, that's enough DJ talk. Back to Baugh. Do you think this offense is going to give him, 30 plus carries a game, 20 plus carries?
I mean, I don't, I don't know about it. I mean, I definitely say the range of 20, but it all depends on, like, who they're playing and, does he have it going, like, I mean, obviously, if it's like the Florida State game, just keep on. It's like kind of like if somebody's hitting from, just give them the ball a heat check, every time. It's like
run the ball.
I mean, but if like obviously, it's like you could tell, like, like I'm like basically scouting report. Okay, like this is gonna be tough to run against the team. We got to run to keep it honest, but we're gonna have like their secondary is weak, so there's gonna be. I mean, I think he's gonna get 1,000 yards? I think he will.
Yeah, he will.
As long as he doesn't get hurt,
Right.
So.
See, that's my fear with Jadan Baugh, and that was my fear with, I feel like we kind of had to choose one star to put the money into, and we chose Baugh. The only worry is that if they do workhorse him to death, that he gets injured. But, the good news is we were going to talk about that Evan Pryor, a 3-star running back, he's a former Ohio State Buckeye. I don't think he was very productive there, but at Cincinnati, he was productive. So, we're going to have a good 1-2 punch with those guys, I feel like.
Well, yeah, I mean, and don't count out Clark. I mean, like,
I like Clark. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, so, like, basically he's coming along, but, like, he basically had, a lot of, he was basically an athlete and, but he was like more of a running back in high school, but he had receiving, I mean, he's a good receiver out of the backfield,
Yeah.
And I mean, hell, like, just, if you got two running backs out there, kick them out to the slot, every once in a while, and kind of like, get creative, like, that's what you're supposed to. But like, kind of like with Gross coming in, and the Williams kid. I mean, they got some basically dual threats there, like running back, wide receiver.
No, I agree. And I remember, with Napier's offense, you really hated the way they would bunch them up, and have the wide receivers like 5 feet from the quarterback, basically, all of them there.
Yeah, you start seeing them like doing the hands in and that's
Yeah.
I'm like, we're trying to get 1 yard here, like, like.
Right. So do you think we'll see any
go under center?
Yeah. Do you think we'll see any of that from Faulkner, of any of those bunched up wide receivers, or do you think it's going to be more of the air raid like they've spoke about?
I mean, like, to me, I keep on hearing air raid, but I know they were, like, pretty much, Hines King, or whatever.
Yeah.
He was decent at throwing it, but I'm not saying he's not an air raid quarterback. He was more, run, get you that first down, tough guy, get hit, he made like some great throws.
Yeah.
Was very accurate passer, but I don't know. I mean, athletes to like to throw it to, like Dallas Wilson, BB3. I mean, there's like the kids coming in. I mean, you got the old, what's his name, King. The white quarterback or the white wide receiver from what's his?
You talking about the Georgia Tech player?
Oh yeah, it's Georgia Tech wide receiver.
We're getting players in.
Stockton.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Stockton.
Is he related to Gunnar Stockton? I was wondering. I was wanting to look at it. It just seems like he plays in Georgia. He's like, I was thinking, this is like his cousin, but I mean that's for a different.
Yeah. Well, so we got Bailey Stockton, and we got the tight end from James Madison. That's cool. Also, we did get the 2 offensive linemen from Penn State. I think that'll help raise the floor of the offense. We needed, some bigger bodies, and that definitely gives us bigger bodies. So.
Oh yeah, like to me, I mean, offensive line, defensive line. That's pretty much like we already have, like weapons. I feel like.
Yeah.
But it's just, got to get some more, like safety help. Hopefully the young guys will, between Coleman, the guy from Baylor, and then as far as I know, they still have that Kentucky, safety coming to visit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's pretty much got ties, so we'll see how it goes at safety,
Right. No, I agree. So as far as the Florida game right now, is halftime getting close to being over? Or?
Oh, it's already over. It's,
okay.
It's the second half, but
all right. So I don't.
It's on commercial right now, but.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to interfere too much with that. I was trying to see if I could find this other thing that here. So, but as far as the current updated list, we got this is the updated list provided through Pat. It's Baylor, DJ Coleman. We got a DB from Baylor. James Madison. It's Lakota Dupree. That's kind of where I didn't want to touch some of these names yet. Georgia Tech wide receiver Bailey Stockton, Baylor. DK Kalu, Cincinnati. Evan Pryor, we spoke about him. The Penn State offensive lineman is TJ Shanahan Jr. Georgia Tech, Aaron Philo. Tulane K. Patrick Durkin. Tulane, that was the kicker, Patrick Durkin. And the punter from Tulane. They're bringing the whole special teams from Tulane. Penn State offensive lineman Egan Boyer, and Jacksonville State Emmanuel, and I'm not going to touch that one. I think it's Bad. I'm not even going to touch that one right now. I'm going to wait until the Gators play some games with some of these people. But
I'm definitely excited about the Jacksonville State, defensive tackle.
Yeah.
And then like the special teams, obviously, they never really get talked about until there's something going wrong most of the time. But I mean, we got an Aussie kicker. It says like he averaged 47 yards a punt, I believe, and then the field goal kicker. I mean, he's pretty much. I think he only missed 2 from 50 plus.
Wow.
So like he made every other kick. So I mean, we'll take that all day.
Yeah, I agree. That's just missing 2 from. The 50 yards. That's pretty damn good.
Now I think his long was 52. So. I might be wrong. It might have been 45 plus, or something like the stats. But he missed 2, so possibly 3. Don't quote me out there.
But it looks like Phil's been hard at work, and we got Chris Foster, who he already got the guy from Georgia Tech. That was a given pretty much for them, and I really like Bam. He's just really cool. His the way he is and everything. I just also wanted to say here that at first I was a little bit worried about everything, but the way it's coming together. I think that this is a way better recipe for success. The schedule's easier. Getting, Ball back was just, that was huge for us. So we've got, all those wide receivers that can make plays. Now we've just got to get the quarterback that can get the ball to them the best, and we got to have that battle, and everything, turn out all right. Is it still on commercial?
It's on 59-49.
And is
Florida.
Oh, heck yeah, we're winning. So
13 and a half minutes left.
I hate them Bulldogs. So what I'm gonna do now, Pat? I've got 59-49. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So I'm just keeping up with it on this little app here. So, but what I'm going to do, Pat, is I'm going to do the sponsors that I have to do, and I'm going to let you go. But I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for coming on the Swamp Report with me, man. You always have the best Gator knowledge, and I really appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Y'all have fun.
All right, man. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
All right, guys. So it's just me now, and I want to give you guys some information about some really good companies that you all should check out, especially if you're local to the area. We are the Florida Gators, so I would hope that a lot of you people are local to this area. Acquired a new sponsor today. It is Kyle Morris. Really cool dude out of Marianna, Florida. It's Northwest Florida Pole Barns, and they're based out of Panama City and Marianna. And if you really need a pole barn and you need it done right, definitely hit up Kyle Morris. His phone number is 850-326-4626. And I'm sure if you mention the Swamp Report, he may be able to work with you a little bit better. I'm not sure. But I'm assuming, either way, it's a really good business. I've heard nothing but great things. He's also a friend of someone that I know, so you can trust that. I don't really hang out with any people that would not, be doing good business and things like that. So shout out to Kyle Morris of Northwest Florida Pole Barns, based out of Panama City and Marianna, Florida. Just one more time, I want to give you that phone number. It's 850-326-4626. So continue listening to the Swamp Report. We're going to bring you some, new news very soon. And thank you guys for supporting the channel, and subscribe to me on YouTube. It's under Christopher Hobbzilla and the Swamp Report. I'm on X as Christopher Hobby or Christopher Hobbzilla. You can find it both ways. You can do the same thing with this platform. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. So please check all that out, like and subscribe. And, every once in a while I do like and subscribe and follow other people as well. So I just wanted to do one more sponsor for you guys, and I'll let you get back to the basketball game. It looks like, let's check on that score. The Gators are still up 59-49. I'm going to refresh just to make sure. Nope, nothing has changed. It must be on timeout or a commercial break or something. But also, I've got to give you one more shout out, and this one is for Mobile Strength Co. It's at Mobile Strength Co. It's MobileStrength. Sorry. It's Mobile, Mobile Strength, StrengTHCO. So that's on that. You can follow him on Instagram, or you can actually, give him the information through phone. If you want to give him a call, the owner's name is Timothy O'Connor, and he's really helped my son, miraculously with putting on good, healthy weight for his football. And he plays for Mosley. He's in 9th grade, and this guy is really helping out and doing some wonders. His number would be 850-866-5158, and I'll give you that again. It's 850-866-5158. 866-5158. And that is Timothy O'Connor, owner of Mobile Strength Company. Again, check him out on Facebook and check him out on Instagram. But guys, as for me, I'm super excited about Jadan Baugh coming back. Like, I am super happy about that. We had to do this to, really lock in that, hey, the logo, the brand still holds weight. Um, yeah, we had to pay money, but at least he didn't go somewhere that was going to pay more. Texas would have paid him more money. Georgia would have paid him more money, but he stayed at Florida because he is a Florida Gator. Respect to Jadan Baugh and his family. They were all along saying, hey, what's going on with all these rumors online? Jadan is a Gator, so respect to you guys. And finally, I just want to give out one more shout out to my man James at Straight Edge Barbershop. He does a great job, and if you can get in there, definitely get up with him because he is a very busy man. But let's go beat those dogs, man. Let's beat those dogs tonight. We got to beat the dogs. They're number 18. They've only got one loss. Let's do this. As always, guys, it's Go Gators. Let me see your chomp and my squeaky chair. But go Gators, guys. Have a great night, and thank you for joining the Swamp Report.